Hi guys, welcome to the channel Atmanirbhar Pathshala. So today is a data science practical course, and today we will look at what all things we can do with data. And this is primarily an analytics data science 101 course. So if you guys are familiar with the statistical uh, inferences, then you can probably skip this analysis. So we will start with the data. Today, data is downloaded from a Google Merchandise Store, and these are the features representing different sessions. So if I just give you a brief about Google Merchandise Store, normally people come from different sources with different traffics into your website. So each of these rows given in this sheet is actually a user which has been given an ID. So this visit ID is a user, and visit number is how many times the user has visited your website. So this visit number is basically the count of frequency that this user has come to your website. And whenever a user comes to the website, there are two things: either he will buy your product or he will not buy your product. So when once he comes to your website and he sees through your web pages and then he purchases, we call it a transaction. And if he doesn't purchases anything, we call it a bounce rate. So then later on we'll see few features here which will show bounces and transactions. So whenever there is zero value given to the rows, that means these users have come but have not done any kind of transaction. And whenever you see value 1 to the rows, so these means these users came in and then they purchased some kind of products from the merchandise store. So a typical user journey is shown in this data sheet. And once you are familiarized with all kinds of variables or features this data's present you, then I think it's more easy to analyze the insights from this data. So we will go with each of the features and we'll try to understand these features through statistical inferences. The first one is visit number. As I said, it's showing the count. So it is a quantitative variable, but it is uh, showing discrete values. So this is visit number can be used for different kinds of quantitative analysis. Visit ID is a unique ID given to each user. So there is only one purpose for these IDs to actually evaluate if the user is unique or same user. Visit start time, it's giving you the start time. These are in different formats, so this is of not much use. We'll move on. Dates, probably dates is another feature that is not of much use, but it shows you how basically if you're doing any kind of promotions in your store, you can see the difference when you're not doing the promotion. So you can see the difference in the number of users coming in at a particular dates. Then full visitor ID is extension of visit ID. It's another way of presenting uniqueness to the users. Channel grouping is basically a qualitative variable, and this qualitative variable has got categorical features. So basically there are seven: one affiliate, direct, display, organic search, paid search, referral, and social categories in this feature. So we will look at this categories again. We can do a qualitative analysis based on categories, different categories, and then we can link it to maybe something that we want to derive. Page views is total number of page viewed by the person who has come in. So that's under page views. So it's again a quantitative variable with discrete values. Time on site, again a quantitative variable with discrete values. These are showing you the total time the user has spent in your website. Bounces is a categorical variable with quantitative variable with uh, categorical features. So as we can see, the we have come down till bounces. So transaction is again, it's giving you categories whether it's transaction has been made. One is for yes, the transaction was made. Zero is transaction was not made. New visits is showing one when the visitor is coming for the first time, and zero when the visitor is not for the first time. Total transaction revenue is again it's a continuous variable, and it's a quantitative variable with continuous feature. Traffic source, it's showing you from where the user came in. So it came from Google, it came from Facebook, again a categorical variable. Browser is basically showing you what kind of browser was being used by the user. So again, a categorical variable and a qualitative variable. Device category is basically what kind of device he was using, the user, when he visited the website, whether it was desktop, mobile. Operating system, again, a categorical variable. Macintosh, iOS, all these are different qualitative features of the users. And the country from which, so country, subcontinent, all these are categorical. And the landing page, basically it's telling to which the user went for the first time. So if it went to your home page or to the basket, so this can be varied. Basically you want to carry out certain kind of experiment with your website, so this can be varied. You can change the landing page for your website, and based on that you can see different landing pages, different some people landed directly at the home page, some people reached the store directly from wherever they were. So this is how a typical data will look when you derive it from your Google. And basically these datas are nothing but features of the users. So once we have explored all these features, then we can only derive insights into these variables. So we'll next get into the analysis, where we have been asked